Is your cat acting differently lately? If you've noticed changes in their behavior or health, it could be a sign that something serious is happening. From not grooming themselves to sudden collapses, these signs can be a clue that your cat needs help. Keep watching to learn about the 10 unique signs that might mean your cat is nearing the end of its life, so you can make sure they're comfortable and cared for when they need it the most. 10. Seeking solitude. When a cat is getting close to the end of its life, one sign you might notice is that it starts to seek solitude. This means your cat might start spending more time alone, hiding in quiet spots around the house where there isn't much noise or many people. Cats do this because they aren't feeling well and prefer to be in a calm, safe place where they can be alone. Cats are very good at hiding when they are sick. In the wild, they do this to stay safe from predators when they're not strong enough to protect themselves. Even though your house cat isn't in the wild, it still has this natural instinct to hide away when it's not feeling good. So, if you see that your cat is hiding more than usual, it might be a sign that it's feeling really sick, or it's very old and getting weaker. It's important to keep an eye on this behavior and make sure your cat is comfortable, providing a quiet space where it can rest peacefully. Also, this might be a good time to talk to a vet to see if there's anything you can do to help your cat feel better. 9. Changes in vocalization. Another sign that a cat may be nearing the end of its life is changes in how it meows or makes noise. Cats usually meow for many reasons, like when they're hungry, happy, or want attention. But if you notice your cat is meowing more than usual or in a different way, it might be feeling unwell. Sometimes a cat that is in pain or feeling very sick might start to meow a lot louder or more often. This is their way of telling you that something is not right. On the other hand, some cats might stop making noise altogether, which can also be a sign that they're not feeling good. Cats can also sound different when they meow if they're confused or scared because they're not feeling well. It's like when people's voices change when they're not feeling good or are upset. If you hear these changes in your cat's meowing, or if it starts making sounds it doesn't usually make, it's a good idea to pay close attention. This could mean your cat needs more comfort, or maybe even a visit to the vet to check if everything is okay. It's always better to be safe and make sure your cat is healthy and happy. 8. Altered grooming habits. Cats are usually very good at keeping themselves clean. They spend a lot of time licking their fur to make sure they look neat and tidy. This is a big part of what cats do every day because it helps them feel good and stay healthy. But if your cat starts to stop cleaning itself and its fur begins to look messy or dirty, it could be a sign that it's not feeling well. Sometimes, when cats feel sick or are in pain, they might not have the energy to groom themselves like they usually do. On the other hand, if your cat starts to clean one spot on its body too much, licking it over and over, this might also be a sign that something is wrong. The cat could be trying to take care of a spot that hurts or is uncomfortable. If you notice any of these changes in how your cat grooms itself, it's important to keep an eye on it. It might be a good time to talk to a vet to see if your cat needs help, or if there's something you can do to make it more comfortable. 7. Unusual aggression or irritability. Usually, cats are gentle and love to be petted and played with. However, if your cat starts to get grumpy and doesn't want to be touched, or suddenly swats at you when you try to pet it, it might be feeling really bad. When cats are in pain or not feeling well, they can act very differently. Just like how you might not want someone poking you if you had a really bad headache, cats also don't want to be bothered when something is hurting them. This is their way of telling you that they need some space because they aren't feeling good. It's important to notice these changes because your cat might need extra care. If your cat usually loves cuddles and suddenly doesn't, it might be a good idea to take it to the vet. The vet can check if your cat is in pain and help it feel better. Remember, it's not that your cat doesn't love you anymore. It's just not feeling well and might need a little help. 6. Cooling extremities. This happens because the cat's body isn't working as well as it used to, which means blood isn't flowing around its body as well as it should. Think of it like this. When you're cold, your fingers and toes might feel chilly because your body is keeping the warm blood close to your heart to protect. Cats can have a similar thing happen when they're very sick or very old. Their bodies aren't as good at keeping blood flowing to the far parts of their bodies, like their paws and ears. If you notice that parts of your cat feel cooler, it's a sign that you should watch it closely. It might be feeling a lot weaker and could need some extra warmth and care. You can help by making sure it has a cozy place to rest, with plenty of blankets to snuggle into. If you're worried, it's a good idea to talk to a vet who can give you advice on how to make your cat more comfortable. 5. Change in eye clarity. This change can happen when a cat isn't feeling very well, especially when it's very old or sick. Cats usually have bright, clear eyes, but if you notice that your cat's eyes look foggy, or it seems like it can't see as well as it used to, it might be a sign that something is wrong with its health. Sometimes, the eyes can also seem like they're not focusing right, or your cat might bump into things it used to avoid. This eye change can sometimes just be a part of getting older, but it can also mean there are bigger health issues. It's like when people's vision gets worse as they get older. Something similar happens to cats. If you see these changes in your cat's eyes, it's a good idea to keep an eye on it and make sure it's safe from things it might bump into. Also, talking to a vet can help figure out if there's anything you can do to help your cat feel better or see better. Difficulty standing or walking. This can happen when a cat is very old or very sick and its legs aren't as strong as they used to be. When cats have difficulty moving, it could be because their muscles or joints are sore and not working well. This is similar to how people can feel stiff or achy when they get older, or if they're not feeling well. Cats might limp, hesitate before jumping onto furniture, or not want to climb stairs anymore. This change in how a cat moves can be a big sign that it needs extra care. If you notice your cat is moving less or seems to have trouble getting around, it might be feeling a lot of discomfort or pain. It's important to make sure your cat has everything it needs close by, like its food, water, and comfy spots to rest, so it doesn't have to walk too far. If your cat seems really uncomfortable, it might be a good idea to visit the vet. The vet can help figure out what's wrong and maybe give your cat medicine to make it feel better. 3. Odor. This isn't about the normal kitty smells from the litter box or their fur. It's a different kind of bad odor that doesn't go away even if your cat is clean. This smell can be because your cat is very sick and its body isn't able to fight off germs as well as it used to. Sometimes, sick cats can get infections that they can't get rid of on their own, and these infections might cause bad smells. Other times, if a cat isn't feeling well enough to clean itself properly, areas of its body might start to smell bad. If your cat starts to have a bad smell, it's a sign that it might need more help than just regular cleaning. This could be a time to take extra good care of your cat and make sure it's comfortable. It's also a good idea to talk to a vet who can check your cat to see if there is an infection or something else making it smell bad and help treat whatever is making your cat sick. 2. Sudden collapse. The next sign that your cat might be nearing the end of its life is if it suddenly collapses or falls down and can't get up. This can be very scary to see and usually means that something serious is happening inside your cat's body. A sudden collapse can happen if your cat's heart isn't working right, or if it has a big problem with its breathing or something else inside that is really important. It's like when a toy runs out of batteries suddenly. It just stops working. For cats, their bodies might stop working properly for a moment because they are very weak or very sick. If you ever see your cat collapse, it's important to stay calm but act quickly. Make sure your cat is in a safe place where it can't get hurt more, like away from stairs or sharp objects. Then, it's really important to get help from a vet as soon as possible. The vet can check what's wrong and help your cat feel better. Remember, seeing your cat collapse can be really worrying, but getting help quickly can make a big difference in taking care of your cat when it needs you the most. 1. Irregular breathing. The last sign that your cat might be nearing the end of its life is if it starts having irregular breathing. This means that the way your cat breathes might change. It could start breathing really fast, or it might seem like it's struggling to breathe at all. Sometimes the breathing might be really shallow, like it's just taking little breaths, or you might see your cat breathing with its mouth open, which is unusual for cats. Breathing problems can happen if your cat's lungs or heart are not working as well as they should. These are very important parts of the body that help make sure all the other parts get enough air and blood to work properly. When they don't work right, it makes it hard for your cat to breathe normally. If you notice that your cat's breathing is not like it usually is, it's very important to watch it closely. Breathing problems can be serious and can make your cat feel very uncomfortable or scared. Talking to a vet as soon as you see these signs can help you find out what's wrong and what you can do to help your cat feel better. So this was all about today's video. Do let us know your thoughts in comments. Please subscribe to the All Cats. Thank you for watching.